Guys, you are not going to believe what I just found out is happening in May. I thought I was going to have to wait till I was 15 to escape level 15. Get it? 15? No, I'm joking. Level 15 ends May 5th. I'm excited. Goodbye, you fucking retarded, disgusting level. I just had to say goodbye early, even though it's going to happen 6 more times. Just great. And actually, no more Shrek. Period. Ah! Is she getting fired? No. You know exactly what's happening. And this is the answer. They're moving me to a different class. But I think it's because of her bullying techniques. Fuck! She's good at bullying, so I think that's why they're moving me. And I believe that's an earlier class, so I'll get home by 2 o'clock. Which gives me perfect time to get my which gives me a perfect time to get my routines, any leftover treatment from level 15, because it hasn't deactivated. But I might let the specialist do the last week before spring break. I've had enough of this. Ew. Anyways, guys, that's excellent news, though, because I've been tired of level 15 since it started. Oh, yeah, and it's also not dangerous level 12 like we thought it was. We thought for the longest time it was level 12, neighbors to Nick's level 11, which... that actually makes sense, because if they're neighbors, they'd be called something like dead meat or dangerous, which they are. But this level's not even dangerous, it's traumatic. They don't call it traumatic level for no reason. And I'm pretty sure even Jerky, the level 6 specialist, is probably gonna think that's smart. Because, and then I don't have to deal with Shrek's annoying frickin' mouth anymore. Because she has to keep her face sealed every day of the week except Friday. Which, try walking in my shoes, guys. For y'all that think this isn't going on because I don't film it, try walking around in my shoes for a day. Because, especially on a Friday, because that's when that word is allowed. Y'all don't need to know what it is, okay? I'm not gonna say it, and I'm not letting Melanie tell you guys it. So, you're just not gonna know what it is. And a little bit of privacy, please, because that word is traumatic. And I can't stand to say it or hear it. Because Shrek has said it, 1,701 times. No joke. I'm going to list all the dates she said it below. And the highest amount she's done it is 800 times. And the rule has been in place since the 16th. Shrek said she wasn't going to say it at all, which, good riddance. But fucking said it on the 18th. Which was against the rules! And then argued that she needed to make up for the 17th because I had to go to Columbus. Like, no. 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 You don't have rights to dictate me. And you certainly don't have rights to say a word that traumatizes. Because what she doesn't realize is I might not be able to make her stop saying it, but the school can. The school board can absolutely demolish her, if you know what that means. That basically means they can be a lot more aggressive about it than I am. I'm not being aggressive. I'm simply asking her not to do it every single day because it's overwhelming. The school, the principal, can absolutely enforce it. She does not have freedom of speech, and I've tried to tell her that. She thinks, well, I have freedom of speech, so I can say whatever I want. I can say that word anytime I want. And I can make people say it if I want to. You can't make me say anything. That's just a whiff example of the stuff she's been bullying me on. And she wonders why I'm now probably... And I think Melanie's lying to me. Because I try not to believe anything she says. I'm gonna see if the teacher has heard anything about it yet. And maybe then I'll be respected a lot more. Because it's been since August 22nd. Let it go. No, seriously. I feel like telling Shrek that some days. Especially when she said it on the 18th, knowing I was already upset. And today she said, Blanky was literally hitting her head on the table. That's how upset she was today. And Shrek's only response was, yeah, she's pretty upset. Why don't you do your fucking job? I didn't tell her that, so don't worry. But I did tell her, why don't you do your job and actually support Blanky? Or Wilson. Because her whole job is to care. And you're just gonna frickin' sit there and say... And you're just gonna sit there and say, she's pretty upset. Why don't you, instead of judging her, because I know that's what Shrek was trying to do, why don't you instead try comforting her or apologizing? Like a normal person would do. Or better, apologize for what you fucking did. I didn't tell her that. But I did tell her that she needed to apologize. Because this all has to do with something that she caused. In fact, actually, when the last time Shrek babysat Sarah Jr. and Sarah Jr. was crying, It sounded more like Shrek was yelling at Sarah Jr. than baby talk. No. You don't scream at a 5-month-old. And you certainly don't use aggressive talk on them. Y'all have seen how I parent several times. Y'all have seen it with Blanket. Y'all have seen me comfort Blanket. Y'all have seen me be firm with Blanket. Y'all have seen me parent. Y'all have probably been watching me for the last fucking year. Ever since I joined YouTube, you guys have probably been watching my videos. Which started on the Melanie McHenry 75, or Melanie McHenry 9799. Which got terminated thanks to Melanie's awful language in the background. And then, I have been a mother on the Pam McHenry 5395, the account this is going to. And I have been a mother on the Melanie McHenry 2628, which is Blanket's account. I have been a mother on several accounts, including Blanky and Blanket's accounts. And she was bullying Sophia Blanket on February 2nd. Sophia is Blanket. I sometimes slip up and call them Sophia or Wilson. I've been calling Blanket Sophia all day in school, but I've had time to stop it, but I haven't addressed Blanket much today. She has been bullying Blanket since February 2nd. And on February 2nd, using that disgusting word. You don't talk to a 4-year-old like that! And you wonder why Blanket doesn't want to play with you. Because she doesn't know if you're going to bring that goddamn word into it. I didn't tell her that. I'm just venting, guys. And this is why Blanket would rather play with me than with her. And then Shrek gets all mad when Blanket doesn't show her attention. And I tried telling Shrek that Blanket wasn't going to trust her if she was going to bring that word into it. And Shrek still expects to play with my child. No. I'm not going to let her near my children when she can't play with them properly. No. If y'all watched my video from December 27th, I believe it was posted. I don't know. I'll have to get my Motorola G Power 2022 or Motorola G Stylus 2024 and maybe see. I'm recording from the Motorola G Stylus 2023. And you're not going to believe the shit Shrek tried to pull on March 13th. She tried to accuse me of stealing her crusty, dirty phone that smells like the floor of the Tarta Hub, because I live in Toledo. For my fans that live in Toledo, y'all know what that means. And then Shrek purposely throws her disgusting phone to the floor when I tell her that my phones fell 8 feet and survived. I hope she's stupid enough to drop it onto concrete and breaks it. Like, honestly, bruh. Because if she breaks it and tries to blame me, I'm literally just gonna get her for creating a hostile environment anyway. Bye, guys.